Yo, what up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Zeiler checking in for a new video. And today, we're checking on some good old-fashioned leg training. So this is a leg workout, as you could imagine by seeing me squat right now. Before this, I did a few warm-up sets of leg extensions and hamstring curls, simply to get some blood working in the legs somewhat, and before I go into my strength programming. Now, not every single set was recorded in this workout. That's something to be aware of for sure. But for the most part, my first 3 working sets, this is the beginning one right here, were 3 sets of 5 repetitions. And yeah, I actually backtracked on my strength program by like a week or two, maybe even 3 weeks, I'm not quite sure, but I did that because, excuse me, I was going into the gym and I just wasn't feeling it last week, so I took a break from my strength programming for a few days, but now I should be back at it and good to go. Going into this workout, I felt like I was going to be very strong. I felt pretty good, but once I started squatting, I had some lower back pain somewhat, to the point where I was leaning forward a bit when I was coming up on a couple of sets. And it's because of the fact that I was deadlifting yesterday, and I really wasn't supposed to be deadlifting yesterday, but I did that shit, and I kind of screwed myself over somewhat. This is my last working set of 310 for 5 reps, and the last one was almost an extreme grinder, so it kind of told me that I better not deadlift before leg days anymore, because otherwise it's just going to screw me over in the long run. And another thing I should tell you guys is that going into this new year, I have really set myself up for success, that I really want to bring up my legs physically, and so I have added an additional leg day to my training split. So I am now training legs 3 days a week, and I'm hoping to see some pretty good results, because this is just going to be murder. Each of my leg workouts are taken so seriously, you guys, extremely seriously, so I am really looking forward to stacking on some quality muscle in the new year. So I'm going to see what I can do with that. But after my strength programming, those 3 sets, I went on and did this giant drop set. And I've got, what is this, 275. I've got a 25 in between both of these 45s. And basically I wanted to completely kill myself. This would be a lot more effective if I had 2 spotters on each side, obviously, to strip the weight for me. But I have my stubborn preference towards working out alone anyways, so I've got to work with what I've got. It gave me a few seconds to recover or whatever, but I wanted to make sure that I was completely thrashing my quads especially. You can see I have shit range of motion right here, but it's mainly because I really wanted to keep the tension on my quads. I stripped it off in this 185, and I wanted to get really close to failure each time. And I don't even know why I was using the knee wraps. I think it's because I was expecting to put like 315 on the bar at first, and I ended up not doing that. And you can see I just throw them on the ground anyways, because I figured halfway through the set I was like, man, I'm an idiot for putting these on in the first place. So finishing off with 135, again trying to keep that constant tension and really burning the living shit out of my quads. And overall, I just wanted to shock myself basically by doing this, because I don't do this every single leg workout. I try to keep them very intense. This workout specifically is a much more intense type workout. I have much shorter rest time. All of those drop sets, rest pauses, and stuff like that. Just really keeping the intensity pretty high, and that sort of a thing. And this right here was absolute murder. I don't even know why I decided to do this on the leg press. It would have been much easier with 2 spotters, but we're not going to go into that shit right now. And basically I went in circulation of 6 repetitions each little set. And immediately after those 6 reps, I would grab 2 plates and load them onto the leg press and immediately go back at it again. And I wanted to go up until it was basically impossible to get those 6 repetitions, and keep adding weight until I hit that little plateau of strength and endurance. And this right here, I swear to you guys, try this out. It's much better to do with friends. I've did it in the past with friends before, but it is amazing for wrecking the living shit out of your quads, hams, your glutes, everything. you start breathing really heavily, and it just takes so much out of you to be able to do this. And it's kind of a cool thing to do with your friends because you can have a little competition to see who can get more plates added onto the leg press. And you don't even have to follow what I did specifically. You could do 12 reps, you could do 20, whatever it is you want to do. You could load 3 plates at a time, 1 plate at a time. It's just what I did, what I felt was necessary in this workout. Obviously, doing that giant squat drop set type thing took a lot out of me, so I wanted to be careful of what I did here on the leg press and be mindful of my limitations and whatnot. I personally believe my depth was acceptable enough, trying to keep that tension on my quads, and after doing that many sets in a row, you get to the point in your brain where you're just like, I don't really give a shit about anything right now, I'm in pain. And I think I did one more. I load 2 more plates, and this should be the final set going back up. Um, but yeah, after this, I actually go back down after like 1 to 2 minutes rest. I go back down and weight all the way down to 1 plate what I started with, and I don't know if that was a mistake to do, but it sucked ass. I could barely get up to go to the drinking fountain after this. Um, But yeah, so I took about 1 to 2 minutes rest afterwards, went and got a drink, took a little bit of time to compose myself, but then it was back to wrecking the crap out of that leg press again. Now let me tell all of y'all, right now, my leg development is not amazing, okay? It's decent enough, and I've seen improvement over the years. But it's really stuff like this, these gigantic drop sets, these really intense type workouts. These are really what it takes in order for me to see any type of development in my legs. And I'm not one to really owe anything to genetics. I'm not going to say, well, I don't have that great of genetics for legs. I'm not going to say that. Genetically, I may never be able to achieve gigantic legs. Okay, I can accept that. However, I'm going to keep on doing my best to, grow a thick, aesthetic, and really shredded as hell pair of legs. That's something that I truly want, and I know for a fact that I can get. It may take a year, it may take 5 years, it may take 15, 20 years, but I am more than willing to wait and be patient and enjoy the process, because there's so many kids, there's so many guys out there who they don't have that patience. They want everything right now. They won't wait. They aren't willing to wait to see results. And for my legs, you guys, it's been so frustrating for me personally because they haven't been where I want them to be. By my standards and by other standards, but you gotta disregard what everyone else says. You have to go by what you truly believe in and what you truly want. And I see what I want, at the end of the tunnel, and it's a matter of chasing it and really applying the work and the effort towards getting there. So that was a little bit of rambling to get past this gigantic set, and from there I end up moving on to some leg extensions. After leg extensions, I went on to actually hamstring curls, lying hamstring curls, and I'm curious as to whether you guys consider that high volume. I'm not really going to count up how many sets that I did in total or, that kind of a thing. But just seeing this workout, would you guys consider this high volume? Because I personally, this is pretty low ass volume compared to what I usually do. For the sake of this video and for the sake of time, I wanted to kind of shorten it up a bit in this workout specifically. But overall, this workout took like an hour and 15 minutes, I would say. And that's not that long for me. I would say that on average, my workouts last anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's pretty accurate, probably in my opinion. It depends on the day, obviously. Leg day specifically is a little bit. My leg days are a little bit longer because I really try to completely make it so that I can't even walk out of the gym. So I really thrash the living hell out of myself. But, it depends, I guess. I have no idea, but this is the end of the workout. I did 4 sets of leg extensions and then 4 sets of one-legged, whatever you call these, leg curls, hamstring curls. And that's it. you guys, that was the workout. Let me know what you think about it. Go in the comments section and tell me if you try it out. Tell me what you want to see next and all that good stuff. Here's my quad after I get home, and you can see there's no striations, no definition in it whatsoever after that leg day. But that's it for the video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Peace out.